Hi guys, so today we are going to solve some questions of ratio and proportion. First question says, if A is to B is equal to 5 is to 8, B is to C is equal to 6 is to 7, C is to D is equal to 16 is to 15, and D is to E is equal to 21 is to 20, then find A is to E. Now, as per the concept of ratio and proportion, we have to find out the value of A is to E. So in this case, we are not going to make all the parts similar, as in, we are not going to make B same in the first two ratios. So in A is to B and B is to C, we are not going to make B same because it will take a lot of time. So instead of that, we can directly multiply it. So this is an important property of ratio, that if you have to find A is to E and the ratios are in continued proportion, you can directly multiply them as shown on the screen. Now substituting the values and cancelling out the values, we'll get the ratio of A is to E as 3 is to 5. So 3 is to 5 is the answer. Moving to the next question. If the ratio of 2A minus B is to 2B minus C is to 2C minus A is 3 is to 4 is to 5 and A plus B plus C is 24, what is the value of 2A plus B minus C? Over here, there are two things given. First is the ratio, second is the addition, that is 24. Now let's check whether the addition of A, B and C is equal to 24 or no. So for that, we'll have to add all the ratios given to us. So by adding 2A minus B plus 2B minus C plus 2C minus A, we'll get A plus B plus C. We have to also add 3, 4 and 5 as those are the values of the ratios. So after adding 3, 4 and 5, we'll get 12. But the actual value given to us is 24. Hence, now we'll have to make 12 as 24. And for that, we'll have to multiply it by 2. Now, if we multiply 12 by 2, we have to multiply the individual parts also by 2. So now 6, 8 and 10 are the actual values. The question asks to find out the value of 2A plus B minus C. Now if you focus on the first two parts of the ratio, adding them will give us the required answer. That is, if you add 2A minus B plus 2B minus C, solving it will give us 2A plus B minus C, and the value will be equal to 14, as 6 plus 8 is 14. If A upon B plus C is equal to B upon A plus C is equal to A upon A plus B is equal to R, then R cannot take any value except. Now in this case, we'll apply the property of equal ratios. So by applying the property of equal ratios, that is, we will add up all the values. After adding, we'll get A plus B plus C upon 2 into A plus B plus C is equal to R. Now cancelling out the common values, we'll get the answer of R as 1 upon 2. Understand one thing, we don't know the value of A plus B plus C. So the value of A plus B plus C can be equal to 0 or it cannot be equal to 0. These are the only two possibilities that we have. If the value of A plus B plus C is not equal to 0, then we'll get the value of R as 1 upon 2. But if the value of A plus B plus C is equal to 0, we'll have to solve this in a different way. Now, how to solve it? So, just take any of the variable to the right, focusing on this equation, that is A plus B plus C is equal to 0. If I take C to the right, it will become minus C. Hence, the value of A plus B that we have got is equal to minus C. Now, in the question itself, If you focus on the last part, it says that C upon A plus B is equal to R. Just substitute the value of A plus B as minus C over there. It will give us C upon minus C. C upon minus C is minus 1. Hence the value of R is minus 1 or 1 by 2. A treasure chest contains some rupee 1 coins, some 50 paise coins and some 25 paise coins in the ratio 4 is to 6 is to 8 respectively. If the total value of coins in the chest is rupees 675, how many 50 paise coins are there? We have 4 is to 6 is to 8 as the ratio. Now, let's move to the actual values. So, we have 4 1 rupee coin, 6 50 paise coin. That means we are now converting everything into 1 rupee terms. So, 50 paise, if we have 6 coins, how many 1 rupee coins can we form? We can form 3 1 rupee coins. Similarly, if we have 8 coins of 25 paise, how many 1 rupee coins can we form? We can form 2 1 rupee coins. The addition of this is equal to 9 rupees. Now, they have said that the total value is 675. This means 9 is equal to 675. So if 9 is equal to 675, 6 is equal to what? Now we know that 9 into 75 will be 675. So this means you have to multiply 6 by 75 as well. If you multiply 6 by 75, you will get 450 and that's the actual answer. You can also cross multiply to find out the answer. So if 9 is equal to 675, 6 is equal to what? After cross multiplying, you will get 450 as the answer. The incomes of Yadav and Jadhav are in the ratio 4 is to 7 and their spendings are in the ratio 6 is to 11. If Yadav saves one third of his income, then the savings of Yadav and Jadhav are in the ratio of what? We don't know the actual income, we don't know the actual expense, but we have the ratios. So let's try to solve this. Let the incomes of Yadav and Jadhav be 4x and 7x, and spendings be 6y and 11y. We know that income minus spending will give us the savings. According to the condition given in the question, it is said that income of Yadav, not income, savings of Yadav is one third of income of Yadav. I repeat, savings of Yadav is one third of income of Yadav. So savings is 4x minus 6y is equal to one third the income of Yadav. Income of Yadav is 4x, 4x into 1 by 3 will give us 4x by 3. By solving the equation, we'll get the ratio of x is to y, that is 9 is to 4. And now we will simply substitute the ratio in the question. So 4 into 9, because the value of x is 9. So wherever there is x, substitute 9. Wherever there is y, substitute 4. This will give us all the values, and we can say that the savings are in the ratio 12 is to 19, which is not there in the option. Hence, none of these is the answer. The temperature of a country drops every time it rains, the drop being directly proportional to the square root of rainfall in mm. Last Friday, there was a 25 rainfall, resulting in a drop of temperature from 32 degrees to 24.5 degrees. If the present temperature is 24 degrees and it rains 16 mm, what will be the temperature after it has rained? Try to understand the statements now. According to the statement given in the question, we can deduce that drop is directly proportional to square root of rainfall. What will be drop? Drop will be 32 minus 24.5. That is new temperature minus old temperature will give us drop. And this is directly proportional to square root of 25. We have two things over here. We have to find the new drop. That is, let us assume the new drop as x. So 24 minus x is equal to square root of 16. Taking the roots will give us the values, and after solving this by using cross multiplication will give us the value of x as 18 degrees. Hence, the value of x is 18. A railway engine can move at a speed of 28 km per hour when no wagons are attached to it. However, its speed reduces in direct proportion to the square root of number of wagons attached to it. If the engine moves at a speed of 8 km per hour when 25 wagons are attached to it, then what will be the maximum number of wagons that can be attached? Now we have to find out the maximum number of wagons while the train is moving. So let us try to figure out the equations. Now we know that the maximum speed is 28. And according to the question, the equation is reduction in speed is directly proportional to square root of number of wagons. So the reduction in speed would be 28 minus 8, directly proportional to square root of 25. If you think logically, the maximum speed reduction can be 28 kilometers per hour. So we'll take the speed of the train to 0. If we have to take it to 0, then we have to reduce the entire 28 kilometers. So let us assume the reduction as 28 kilometers, and we don't know how many wagons can be attached. So let's take it as x. So these are the two things that we'll get. Now, after solving this, we'll get the value of question mark, that is 49. So if we attached 49 wagons, the train would stop. It would not move. This means for the train to move, we have to remove one wagon from it. That means 48 wagons is the answer. So if we have attached 48 wagons, the train will move very slowly, but the speed doesn't matter over here. The train must move. The total cost of manufacturing 200 units of an article is rupees 1700, while that of manufacturing 500 units is 3500. Find the cost of manufacturing 1000 units of the same article. Now, in this case, it is a different question. This question involves the concept of additional units directly proportional to additional cost. So, we'll make a table over here and let's put in the values that we have. As I said earlier, additional units is directly proportional to additional cost. So how to find out additional units? So we'll simply do 500 minus 200. How to find out additional cost? So we'll simply do 3500 minus 1700. So 300 additional units for that 1800 additional cost. Now the additional units would be 500 and we have to find out additional cost. So if 300 is equal to 1800, 500 would be equal to what? By cross multiplying, we'll get the answer of total of additional cost, that is 3000. Now it's additional cost. So the total cost would be 3500 plus 3000, that is 6500. And 6500 is the answer. A frog pursues a deer and takes 5 leaps for every 6 leaps of the deer. But 4 leaps of the frog are equal to 5 leaps of the deer. Compare the speeds of the frog and the deer. Now, in same time, frog takes 5 leaps and deer takes 6 leaps. And the distance covered in the same distance is 4 leaps and 5 leaps. 4 leaps by a frog, 5 leaps by a deer. Now, It is same distance. But over here we have 4 and 5. They are not same. Hence, by taking the LCM, we'll first make the distance same. So the distance same that we have made is 20 meters. If the distance covered is 20 meters, distance per leap would be, for a frog, 20 upon 4, for a deer, 20 upon 5. So distance per leap would be 5 is to 4. Now, in the same time, we have to calculate the speed. So, we'll simply do 5 leaps into 5 meters as the distance per leap is 5 meters. Similarly, for deer, we'll do 6 leaps into 4 meters as the distance per leap is 4 meters. So 5 into 5 is 25, 6 into 4 is 24, hence 25 is to 24 is the answer because ratio of speeds is equal to ratio of distance covered in the same time. Hence 25 is to 24 is the final ratio. Thank you.